Well, hello there, guys, and welcome back to Modsauce 2. This is Casual Kiwi. This week we had an update to the pack, and boy, did that cause some issues. First of all, we have our freaking noisy doors back. Just going to adjust my microphone because it was a bit wonky. So we have our noisy doors back. I need to go ahead and build the Melisse's door factory manager thingy again and remove the sounds from those because crikey are they loud. But basically, when we updated the pack to the latest version, it deleted all of the carpenters blocks. So as you can imagine, with the fact that I have triangular buildings, that was a bit of a freaking nightmare. Not just me, TiMBo over in the distance that you can't quite see from here. Maybe if we climb up on the roof without activating those doors. No, you still can't quite see him, but his roof was completely gone. His whole Britannia setup, which was a massive building, completely vanished. That was another thing that disappeared. Anything Britannia, poof, it was gone. Same with the Ender.io machines. All my Ender.io stuff disappeared. Not that I had a great deal, but still it disappeared. And what a pain in the backside it has been re-sorting everything out and trying to remember what we all had, because there was so much stuff that just went poof. But anyway, I think we're pretty much sorted now. We're pretty much back the way we were. We're going to bust through the noise of the doors. I have been a little busy while I've been away. I have gone ahead and made ourselves... No, I think that we had an alloy smelter, we had the sag mill, and we had the pulverizer and all those good things. I have gone ahead and set up the charger just out here with a couple of hoppers, like so, and I had a chest down here, and basically you can whack Certus quartz in the top, and it drops through into the bottom hopper and then out into the chest, fully charged and ready to go. Now, I've gone ahead because I've just been wanting to get sort of on top of things with my AE system, and I have built ourselves a very basic inscriber setup. So we've got our 5 inscribers, so there's one for each of the logic presses, which we went over to TiMBo's and used one of his to copy his presses because he'd found them all already. And to do that, by the way, all you do is you stick a block of iron in with the press that you require. So this is the logic one. If we put a block of iron in here, it will crush up and it will give you a copy of that logic press. Quite a neat little trick if someone on your server has already got all the presses. Saves you hunting around for ages trying to find them. So we've got these set up, we've got all 3 of the presses, and then we have the silicon, and then we have the last one which turns them from circuits into processors by adding redstone and printed silicon to them. So basically what we can do is we can, if I duck over here and grab, say, a couple of bits of gold, like so, and say we wanted to make a logic circuit, I can chuck a piece of gold in there. It's doing its thing, it's just Sphax doesn't show the process happening. Boom, turns into that. It's going to disappear back into this chest over here, which it's already been taken out of again and put into this guy, and boom, printed into a circuit, and it's gone back into the chest. Now, I've done all this with Steve's Factory Manager. What the end goal of this is to have this all covered up and to actually have a interface from the Applied Energistics 2 mod connected to this chest so that I can click yes, I want a processor, it will dump everything into the chest, goes out, does its job, goes back into the chest, gets sucked into the AE system, job done. But for the meantime, I can just dump something in this chest. So if I dump some gold in there, like so, it'll get sucked out and it will come back as a logic processor. And same with all the other things, being the pure Certus quartz and the diamond. It gives you all 3 processors. I have set them all up. Boom, 2 logic processors. Fantastic. So we'll quickly duck around the bottom there and I will show you the process. Basically, you have a Steve's Factory Manager machine inventory manager. Boom. Now that's a tongue twister if I ever heard one. Set up, and then you have some inventory cable. Now the inventory cable, it goes along one further and touches this guy as well. It needs to touch all of the inscribers as well as your chest as well as the inventory manager. And then what you can do, you also need to power your inscribers in some way or another. Now this is my kind of like program, I guess you would call it. I don't really want to get too into this because I imagine it's probably going to put some people off, but it is pretty straightforward. All you need is a bunch of triggers, inputs, and outputs, and that is these three here. Create a trigger, create an input, and create an output. You do is click those and they appear. Triggers, I don't even touch. Nothing changes in the trigger. Input, so your inventory is where it's coming from, so it's coming from your chest. You click him, and on the chest it doesn't matter, all the sides are the same, so you click up, that is fine, doesn't matter. And then the item we're going to take from the chest is the gold. Boom, minimize him, and then we're going to output him into the first inscriber. Boom, so that's the first one in the row, and then I've just worked my way along. And then the target for that is the position in the inscriber that I want it to go, and you just got to play around and figure out exactly which one of these corresponds with the right slot in the inscriber. And for all of these first ones, it is the east side. So nice and simple, east, and then the item yet again is the gold. So pretty straightforward for that first section. Now this one here corresponds with this one here. So this one here. So this is the output side of it. So this here, oh, that's the trigger. We don't want to play with that. We want to go this one here. So the inventory is the inscriber. So it's coming from the inscriber. It is going to the east again, and it is a printed logic circuit. Nice. And then the output on that is going to be the chest. The target is down, and yet again it doesn't matter, down, up, south, north, whatever, it doesn't matter at all, and it is a printed logic circuit again, and you have to make sure you whitelist these. And basically that is just telling it to take the gold, turn it into a processor, when it sees that it's been turned into a processor, to take it out of the inscriber and send it back to the chest. And I've done that with everything. And then pretty much the last one is very, very similar, except for I have a couple set up, oh, didn't mean to click that, for running the redstone, the silicon, and then a single one with all three processors going to that last inscriber. So not too bad. I might do a separate video at some stage on exactly how I set that up, because there is a little bit to it. Go ahead and hit me up in the comments if you think I should do a separate video for that. That would be great to know, and if there's enough interest, then I'll go ahead and make one, because it is bloomin' handy just to be able to hit make me some processors, and it just does its thing. Now the next thing I made is something that I have never made before, but it is freaking awesome. It is called the Crystal Growth Chamber from AE2 stuff. Now it is sleeping, so it's not using any power at this stage, but it does have 10,000 AE in it, and by crikey does it use some freaking power when it's running. It takes 6 crystal growth accelerators into its crafting recipe, so we'll quickly look at it. AE2 stuff. Now it has these 3 blocks: a pattern encoder, a crystal growth chamber, and an advanced inscriber. So I've made these 2. The advanced inscriber I was going to use, but it does not accept power from the likes of flux ducts. It only accepts AE, so it was a bit of a pain in the ass, so it's just in my system at this stage, not being used. But the crystal growth chamber I have stuck up there because it is the bee's knees. No more puddles of water are required. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to whack in an interface on this bad boy, and basically, like I say, 6 crystal growth accelerators, a hopper, a chest, and some ME glass fiber cable, not glass fiber cable, sorry, and it makes this bad boy. Now what we'll do is we'll duck upstairs and quickly make some seeds, because this thing is badass. So we want some dust, don't we? And of course we have none, so we'll grab some Fluix crystals. We'll just grab 2 of you and some sand, like so, and pulverize these guys. Yoink! Just to show this guy off, because it is pretty dang beastly. Boom, boom, couple of seeds, or 4 seeds to be precise. The only thing it does is it uses so much power that it turns my AE system off. But boom, and watch the speed. 4, 5, 6, 7, we're at 10% already. 20%. And it just mows through it. And the cool thing is they actually change size like that in the interface, which is pretty neat. 50% grown. Boom. These things are done in absolutely no time at all. So as soon as we can hook up an interface to this bad boy, and as well as the inscribers, all the better. But we need to make some crafting stuff and all those good things. But I thought that was a neat block, and they are done. Look at that, pure flux crystals. And that was what, 20 seconds? Something like that? I think that's pretty freaking awesome block. Okay, boom, done. Basically, what I'm wanting to achieve today is I want to make a bit of a suite of machines. We've got a bit of a hodgepodge going on here. I want to get some more thermal expansion stuff. We've got the alloy smelter, which is great for making alloys. We've got the sag mill for grinding all those things. It's full of flint as well, because we have amazing amounts of flint. The main reason we have the sag mill as well as the pulverizer is I wanted to get silicon, and in Modsauce 2, when you try and make silicon, which is usually a 1-for-1 when pulverizing sand, it makes dust from ex nihilo. So a bit of a pain. So the crafting recipe for silicon, if we're going to automate it, is going to be a bit hit and miss. We're going to have to keep cancelling that recipe out of the applied energistics system, because it will get confused, because it doesn't get that 1-for-1 or 2-for-2 thing. My fractions are good there. 1-for-1 is 2-for-2 basically. But anyway, moving on. What we're going to make ourselves a Magma Crucible. One of these guys. Yoink. Probably not the resonant machine. I'm going to make the basic machine. We're going to make... Ooh, we need some tin gears, don't we? Yoink. Tin gears. One. We'll make a bunch of those. We'll make 10. Nice. Yoink. Not resonant. Just... Oh, too far. You. Yoink. 5 of those. Nice. Boom. Okay, we're going to need one of the. We're probably going to need a couple of those. We'll make 3 of them. Lovely. And we're going to need some of you. 1, 2. Perfect. And then we need, ooh, a basic leadstone energy cell. Have we got enough stuff to make that? We do not. We need a yoink. Yoink. Ooh, I don't know how much redstone we're going to have. Flunk. I'm pretty sure we just made a redstone block. Yoink. Aha, like so. Okay, perfect. Perfect. And, ooh, we're missing, I thought they were tin gears. They are invar gears. Okay, we can do that. We can make invar gears. Yoink, 1, 2. That was a little bit more expensive than I thought it was going to be fair. Magma Crucible, basic. Fantastic. Okay, next machine we need. We want a fluid transposer, which is hiding. That's the Magma Crucible fluid transposer. We don't want resonant, we just want this guy. Yoink. Tin gears. We need some tin gears. Not tin, copper. Yoink. Fluid transposer. Flunk. Lovely. Done. What are these other machines? So, igneous extruder. That could be quite handy. We might make that guy as well, because we are shy of obsidian, and it's always something handy to have. So we're going to need a pneumatic servo. Yoink. Like so. We should have everything else. No, we need the copper gears. Okay, we can do that. 1, 2. And we have ourselves an igneous extruder. Lovely. Okay, so we've got a pulverizer, we've got a redstone furnace, we have those guys, we've got a sag mill, we've got an alloy furnace. What else do we need? We'll check up thermal expansion and double check there's nothing else in here. We've got redstone furnace, pulverizer, saw. We don't need a sawmill at this stage. Induction smelter we have, crucible we have, fluid transposer we have, glacial precipitator. I don't think we need that guy right now. Igneous extruder we have, aqueous accumulator we don't need, cyclic assembler, energy diffuser don't need, the phytogenic insulator. We don't need that guy right now either. We're not going to be growing a bunch of crops. So that is probably the main thing, and the main reason I'm wanting to make most of these machines is because I want to upgrade my energy cell. I'm going to have to move that conduit too. I know that flux duct. I want to upgrade this to the next size, the redstone energy cell. I never use these. I always end up using the Ender.io capacitor bank. So I wanted to start off by using these guys and then possibly upgrade to the Ender.io ones later on when I need a bunch more power. But that's the plan at this stage. So we need to find a place for these machines. Probably going to tidy them up at a later date, but for now I just want to run them. So how are we going to get some power? Can we might just flonk through there. What can we throw in there? We need, I can't remember which one we actually need. I think we need both of them. So we might just grab some conduits or flux ducts. Leadstone, we've got a bunch of those. We've got 32 flux ducts. That's fantastic. And we're just going to make it a little bit messy, and I will tidy things up when I'm not recording. Yoink, 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 and yoink. And we're going to throw these guys, the Magma Crucible and the Fluid Transposer, right there. Perfect. They should be filling up with power, which they are. And this guy I'm just going to chuck down there because he doesn't even need power, he just needs a supply of lava and water. So we can sort that at a later date. Fantastic. Okay, so for the, what is it called? It is an energy cell. Energy. The redstone energy cell will require our... We require a bunch of electrum, so we can't just upgrade it. I thought we'd be able to upgrade it. Resonant, hardened to redstone. I was sure we would just be able to upgrade our one, but apparently not. Doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Okay, that's fine. So we need a redstone energy cell frame, which is hardened glass from thermal expansion or End.io. So that is obsidian powder and, ooh, lumium. What the hell is lumium? Lumium is pulverized tin, silver dust, and energized glowstone. Oh, that's getting a bit expensive. We don't want to do lumium. We want to do the other route, which is a bunch of nether quartz. This is a little pricey, isn't it? Okay, so nether quartz. We'll grab half of that, I guess. We're going to have to go get some more nether quartz, and we're going to want to use this guy and set it to alloys only. Boom. And that should start smelting into hardened glass. It's going to use 4 per glass, I think it is. It's very slow. We need to make some capacitors, obviously, don't we? We need to whip up some alloys and whatnot. Boom. So that's making some of those. Whew, that's some pricey stuff. Okay, that's going to do its thing. What else did we need? Energy cell. Lovely. Okay, so we need this guy. We need a cell. So we need electrum ingots and a diamond. So that's actually not that bad. So do we have any electrum? We do. We have 7. That's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all we need of that. The glass. 3, almost there. 4. Oh, yoink, take that out. It's going to make 1 more, but that's okay. We'll let it away with that for now. Boom, we'll chuck that back in there, and we'll just make the this guy. Yoink. We have ourselves a redstone energy cell. And then we needed to fill it with redstone by the looks of it. Fluid transposer with redstone. 4,000 millibuckets of redstone. Okay. I've never made one of these before, so this is interesting. We're almost out of redstone as well, so of course that's going to happen. So we need the Magma Crucible to transfer some of this. So 1 gives us 100. So we need a lot, don't we? 10 is going to give us 1,000. We're not going to have enough. Holy crud. We're not going to have enough redstone, are we? Or are we? No, we are. Okay, no, that's fine. It just seemed like we weren't going to. That was weird. So we need 7 more. I'm sure we can come up with 7 more. Oh no, well, that was all our redstone. Okay, I thought we had more. Oh god. Okay, I'll be back in a minute, team, when I go and find some more redstone. Okay guys, I'm back and I have chucked the extra redstone into this bad boy. So what we need to do now is we need to go ahead and set up the config. So basically we want that guy to be, well, we can shift right click, we want that guy to be orange like so, so that's going to export. We want to set this guy up here, we'll shift right click, we want that one to be blue like so, fills it up. And then we want to chuck that guy in there and it should start filling with redstone. Easy as that. It's going to take a while by the looks of it, but it's not too bad. It's not looking like it's taking 4,000, or maybe it is, it's just not draining out of the reservoir. Because it is, excuse me, it is taking a while, but yep, I did use 4,000, that's cool. Okay, redstone energy cell frame full. So I'm sure that now we're going to need to surround that in some form of ingot, no doubt. Redstone energy frame, energy cell, energy frame full. We need to surround it with more electrum, lead, and a redstone conductance coil. So we've got everything except for the conductance coil, which we should be able to make. Yoink! And then we just need, of course, you know we're not going to have enough electrum now, so we're going to need some gold and silver. Gold, silver. Oh, we do not have a lot of silver. We really do not. Okay, and we should be able to sneak across to the alloy smelter here. Make sure it's on alloys only. Throw those guys in, and that should start smelting up some electrum for us. Gotta love the alloy smelter from End.io. It is a fantastic block. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so that's more than enough. We'll grab all of those and probably we'll let that do one more rotation, yoink, and that's going to create plenty of electrons for now. We can throw that guy there, and we have ourselves a new cell with 20 million RF storage, so that is a bunch more storage than we have got at the moment, so that's great. So we can go ahead, and what we might do, where are we going to throw this guy? We could throw it, we kind of want it in line. I wonder if we could just chuck it here. Wonder how well that'll work. Yoink, like so. That is filling. So if we right click, so we want that to be blue, and we want that to be orange. Nice. So that should stay full. That should be filling up, which it is. 79,000 redstone flux, and that's going to fill up very, very slowly, but it's going to do its thing, and we should have power for freaking days because we've got 2 million there and another 20 million, 22 million RF of storage. Fan-freaking-tastic. That is 20 million, isn't it? Hang on. Yeah, it is. 20 million. Okay, that is a lot of RF for one block. Fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, I think that's where I'm going to end it here, guys. I'm probably going to play for a little bit and go ahead and tidy some of this stuff up. And then next episode, I think we might look at trying to move forward. I'm probably going to carry on with my AE system and get a little bit more tidied up. I want to have a terminal in the center here somewhere, and all those good things. So I'm probably going to maybe change the room downstairs, change those horrible freaking doors again. Probably change this room, lower it down a bit and make the roof thicker so that I can run some cables and conduits and things along in there. The other thing I set up while I was away was this guy here, which is the crafter, a tier 3 crafter from RF Tools. So if we go RF tools, it is these guys up here. So the crafter tier 1, nice and straightforward, couple of redstone torches, 2 crafting tables, and a machine frame from RF Tools, which is a nice recipe, couple of lapis, 2 gold nuggets, and some iron. And then the next tier is just the tier before it with more crafting tables and more redstone torches, and then the tier 3 is exactly the same, the tier before it, and 2 of each again. And you make these guys, and they are the best thing I have found for crafting cobblestone. It's all done in a single block, it's done super fast, and so we have got all the recipes in there up to septuple, but we haven't even made it to a septuple yet. We've got 2 sextuple, which is over 1 million cobblestone in the 2 of them. But it is doing its thing, working its way up so that we can get some bedrockium, and then we can start making bedrockium drums or bedrockium tools or all those good things. So looking forward to that. This guy's still working. He has been shut down for quite a few days because basically this X-Astra stuff all got deleted, as well as my Ender.io conduits, which were feeding my dynamo down here for powering the whole dang thing. So nothing worked for quite a while, but it's doing its job. We're getting a bunch more ingots. It's all doing its thing, so pretty dang happy. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, hit that like button, leave a comment like I said if you want me to make a video on how to set up the Steve's Factory Manager thing downstairs there, and I will see you next time.